Hello and welcome to my studio. This is Jim with Sketching with Jim, and I'm glad you can join me today. This is a little different approach today, as I'm doing 6 very small, almost thumbnail sketches. The reason for this is I did sit down at my table and attempt to do a couple of sketches, but for some reason they weren't coming out. They weren't feeling natural and flowing smoothly. Things were just off. I hadn't I'd been away for a little bit on holiday. So sitting back at the studio desk again felt new and maybe a little uncomfortable, cramped. So things weren't coming out. So I thought, well, okay, forget it. I'll just do some warm-up sketches. And then I thought, well, okay, I'll film it at the same time and see how that goes. And fortunately, it came out not too bad, and I enjoyed the process, the sketching. It was a different feel because I just took my sketch pad that I don't really use for serious, in quotation marks, drawings, and because of that, I felt a lot looser, a lot more at ease. No pressure, just enjoying the sketching, and I just let it flow. So this is what I'm sharing with you today. I've sped the film up for one and a half times, so it's still slow enough to see the strokes, but not long enough to totally bore you. And I am wearing, if anybody wonders why I'm wearing a half glove on my right hand. When it gets humid or warm in the studio, my hand doesn't seem to smoothly move on the surface when I'm holding my hand down on the surface of the desk or the pad. So I wear that, and it prevents the sticking. So allows for a more smooth stroke. And as it is, as you can see, I'm already quite shaky with my lines, so anything that helps the smooth flow is welcome. So these are just simple sketches using some light hatching to show the different tones and the shadows. Quite a fast way of sketching with only one pen. So it does add to the looseness of the whole idea, the feeling. It's almost like doodling, like not a serious drawing, less pressure. Anyway, like I mentioned, I was just away on holiday for we booked a cottage in Grand Manan, on Grand Manan Island in New Brunswick, Canada. we've been to the island before and rented another cottage and also camped on the island, but this little cottage that we stayed at was right on the ocean, so it was an amazing week of relaxation and just listening to the surf day and night, and sitting and just, even when we didn't feel like going anywhere, we could just relax and walk on the beach if we wanted to, or just sit and relax and draw and read. And these are some of the photographs we took while on the island. So I thought I'd take some of the photographs and do a little page of drawings, small, fast drawings. And this is a great way to loosen up if you're feeling a little intimidated by making a good, just to get away from that idea that every piece of art has to be a masterpiece. You can make mistakes when you're doing it like this, and it doesn't really matter. And because you're looser, and because you're under less pressure, the drawing will tend to come out better. So the photographs we take, we've been, like I said before, we've been to this island many times, and it's a very small island with another group of islands nearby. One of them, Whitehead Island, that you can take the free ferry across and spend the day there. There's very little. There's one road on the island. So it's and beautiful beaches. So it's a place to go and just relax and take in the natural wonders of it. This is a small fishing shack, shed, whatever. Actually, the first boat was also on Whitehead Island, the small fishing boat at the top of the page. This dory I took a picture of while we were waiting for the ferry to go across to Whitehead Island. And dories are very popular there, and built probably very, very nearby on whether it's the mainland or on the island itself. But it's a beautiful little craft, lovely shape, and very hardy in the ocean, and like I said, used a lot. You'll see them sometimes around the island, pulled up on the stone, the pebble beaches. And even these are simple little pictures. I tried to make them a little interesting, so I thought this guy could do with a little bit of background of the pier behind him. I did do a lot of sketching while away on the island, and thanks to my wife, who is very tolerable of my sitting around and sketching for half an hour while she photographs or walks around the area. But I haven't figured out a really good way to film myself while I'm sketching on location yet. So I'll have to work on that one of these days. And it's a whole different ball game, as they say. Because for anybody that's tried it, sketching outdoors is a totally different thing than sketching in a nice cozy studio with a nice flat desk in front of you. This is Swallowtail Lighthouse on the main island of Grand Manan, and you'll see in the picture there, far in the distance, the ferry coming over from mainland New Brunswick. And this is a beautiful sight when you come in on the ferry too, and even when you leave, is the Swallowtail Lighthouse on the point. I wasn't as happy with this little sketch. I mean, the shape and everything is there, but it's a little stubbier than the actual lighthouse is. So, but yeah, I mean, it gets the point across, and it was enjoyable to do. So that's the main thing. It was nice actually sitting there and sketching. I think I sketched from exactly where I am taking the photograph from. Or maybe my wife took this photograph, I can't remember. But I sat with my little stool in the grass and sketched. It's a beautiful day. It's so nice to get out to and just do something as mundane as just sitting and looking. We always sit with binoculars and try to spot some whales off the coast. On this occasion, we didn't see any. But we did see one whale at another part of the island on, I think, probably the first or second day we got here. I thought that was nice. This last little sketch is quite close to where we were staying. It's a little place called Seal Cove, and it used to be quite an important spot for the sardine fisheries. and all the old buildings. There's one in the back there, the one with the few windows across the top. That would have been one of the places they would smoke sardines and can them. Putting some darks underneath the pilings. I've done a few larger size drawings of this building actually over the years. One in charcoal that really came out nice. I've done some watercolor ones of it as well. And in this stage, I'm just going back over all the drawings and darkening up some of the lines to make them stand out a little bit more. Still need to stick those little seagulls in. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you can join me again. So take care, everybody. See you again.